Hello, my friend. Are you ready for the next declutter? Yay! Woohoo! Wait, where are you? Woohoo! Hi! If you did not see my first declutter of my eyeshadow palette collection, I will link that down below. This is declutter number 2 of all of my cheek products. Now, I actually decluttered this drawer about a year ago, maybe a little less than a year ago. So these are the things that I kept then. It's bad. This is my highlighter collection and some bronzers as well. So if you want to see what I keep, what I get rid of, and why, hang tight. We're getting into it right now. Okay, so just like the last video, anything that I'm keeping is gonna go that way. Anything I'm going to be giving away is going to go that way. And anything that I feel like is too old or just too terrible to pass on is gonna go that way. So I don't think I have anything that's gonna fit into that category, but I definitely have some things that need to go this way. So let's go ahead and jump in. Now, some of this stuff, like I found this at the back of my drawer and I'm so upset that it's been hiding for this long. This is the Anastasia Glow Kit in Sugar. I bought this, of course, forever ago. It's fabulous and I haven't been using it because it's been hiding. So I'm definitely keeping that. Now, this was gifted to me and I'm so thankful it was gifted to me. I tried it, but I don't find that I'm reaching for it a whole lot. So I'm actually going to pass this along to someone who I think could use it more. Oh, I forgot to mention, as far as PR, I'm not going to go through each thing that I've received in PR. It's not going to affect what I declutter, what I don't declutter. I'm keeping the things I love and passing on the things that I think someone could get more use out of. So this is from OFA. This is their Midi palette in Spiced Velvet, and I really, really love this. I use this a lot. I'm definitely keeping that. This is an older OFA blush. I think I'm going to declutter this. This was their Illuminating Blush Stripes, and I used to use this a lot, and I haven't used it in a while, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. Of course, Benefit's Hoola Bronzer. I love this. I'm going to keep that. The Milk Makeup Holographic Stick in Supernova. I purchased this. Look, it's even still got the cap on it. Oop, of course, I just dinged it. That wasn't very good. But this is, I think, brand new or very close to brand new. I'm going to pass it on because it gives like such a weird, like, let me just show you. Like, it's just, I don't want my cheeks to be blue. It looks weird on me. Like, I know there's a certain aesthetic that looks great on. It's just not my personal taste. So I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. This is one I am definitely keeping. This is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. This is Amrezy by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is super fab. Definitely keeping that. The outside of this is driving me nuts. I have to do something with this. This is the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Palette, and it's cracking on the top. I think I'm going to keep this because I do use it quite a bit. I do really like it, especially these shades down here. I use them quite often, so I am actually going to keep that. And if I wasn't going to keep it, I would probably throw it in the trash just because it's really cracked and I don't think I could pass it on to somebody. Here's another really good one. This is Laura Geller's Gilded Honey. I use this all the time. It's slightly too dark for me, but I think I can get away with it. It's pretty good. I'm going to keep that. This is another product I use all the time, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Light to Medium Contour Kit. Believe it or not, I do use that a lot. These products last a really long time. You hardly need any, you hardly need to use any of it in order to use it. So yeah, I use that all the time and it doesn't look like it, but I'm keeping it. Trading Mecca Glowing Goddess Highlighter Palette. I don't use this. It is very nice, but this is just not my personal taste, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass that on. The Jeffree Star Wet Dream Supreme Frost. I got this in my only Jeffree Star mystery box that I've ever gotten. I actually really like this. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the formula of the Amrezy one, and it does give kind of a wet look. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. I am enjoying using that. My friend Nady over at Poplux. This was before he was my friend Nady over at Poplux. I bought some of his highlighters. This one's called Black Ice, and it looks black in the pan, and then when it hits your skin, it turns white. And I do believe he's attempting to restock those. It's not so white that it looks weird on me. I don't know how that looks on different skin tones, but it looks really pretty on my skin. So I'm gonna keep Black Ice. I have another Poplux highlighter here. This one I love. This one's in Double Life, and it's like a peachy gorgeousness. I really, really love that. And it's really nice as like a blush topper for me. Really love that. Now this one, I can't say out loud because there may be moms or dads with kids watching. So, but this was part of the Too Faced Erica Jane collection. I think it's called Money Honey. It's not actually called this. But anyway, Point is, I like it. I'm gonna keep it. CoverGirl True Blend Super Stunner Highlighter. This is in the shade Pearl Crush. I actually haven't given this enough of a shot. I need to use this more, and I need to figure out what my thoughts are on this, because I do want to have some highlighters that are at a lower price point to recommend or not recommend to you. So I want to use this a little bit more. This was sent in PR. These Ofra highlighters, I'm probably gonna keep all the rest of them. This one is in the shade Glow Goals. This was part of the Nikki Tutorials collection. It's fabulous. I love it. And then this one is Rodeo Drive, which is probably one of my favorite highlighters of all time. I'm definitely going to keep that. Speaking of favorite highlighters of all time, the Balms Mary Luminizer will always be my girl. Nothing will ever top the Balms Mary Luminizer, I don't think. Definitely keeping her. These are some Makeup Geek highlighters that I purchased a while back. This one is in the shade Lit. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. And then this one is in the shade Luster. And I really like that too. I'm keeping that too. Now, this is something that I think I've never used. This is Benefit Watts Up. No, it's been used, but I don't ever reach for this. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on. I've had this for a really long time, but I do think someone else will be able to get better use out of it than me. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and this is in the shade Dulce. I don't know, that. Dulce de Leche? Dolce de Leche? I don't know. Dulce de Leche. We'll go with that. And it's relatively nice. It's very creamy. This side leaves a kind of a powdery cast, and this is a little bit too warm for a bronzer for me, for my personal taste. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. This is really old. This is the IT Cosmetics Radiance Ombre Bronzer. I remember how fancy I felt when I bought this. I was like, woohoo! Like, I really felt super fancy. I do still use this occasionally. It's a little bit of a weird product in the mix there, trying to figure out where I want to go with it. But I do like it. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that. I think it would be too old to pass on. This is another one I use a lot. I remember getting this in PR and being so excited. This is the Lorac Contour Palette. Really, really love this. Do I really need all these contour palettes? Probably not, but I'm gonna keep it anyway because I really do love it. This is another Anastasia Glow Kit. This one is in the shade Gleam. And this was my first Anastasia Glow Kit, and I still really love it. But again, got pushed back in my drawer, so I haven't used it in a while. This is my favorite contour product of all time. This is the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Amber. It is a nice cool tone brown, which is what I love for my contour, so this is definitely getting kept. Now with this, the Pat the Puss, I was thinking about keeping this. I was kind of trying to keep it because I do like it. I like the smell of it. It smells amazing, but this is one of those extra things that I just don't really use. If I was in my 20s still and going to the club and everything, I would be using this all the time. It gives like a sparkle when you pat it on to your body, and it's absolutely beautiful. I just don't do things like that anymore. And I think that somebody that does do those things now would like this a lot more. And it smells really good. It smells like sugar. It's just, oh, it smells amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and pass that on. All right, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Really, really love this. This, I believe, is the original shade that they had. This one is Light Bronzer. And I do really like this. I like that it doesn't go on super pigmented. It's super easy to use, so I'm keeping that. This is from Pat McGrath's third launch. This is the Pigment in Fine Gold, and I don't ever use this. I kind of want to keep it just because it's so expensive, but it's like, am I really going to use it, or should I just pass it on? And I think I have to let this go. Even though I do really love it, I think that someone else will love it more than I do. Take Home the Bronze by The Balm. I actually use this quite often still. I'll even use this for contour occasionally because it isn't very, very, very warm like a lot of my bronzers, so I will definitely keep that. These Lorac highlighters were sent to me in PR, and I honestly hardly used them. I don't feel like that I have had a long enough chance to use them, so I'm going to keep 2 out of 3. I'm going to go ahead and declutter Glow for the Gold because gold is probably one of my, I don't know, I have a lot of gold and I don't really need another one. So I'm going to pass that one on, but I am going to keep the 2 in Gilded Lily and Celestial just to try this formula just a little bit more. Now this Milk Makeup Stick, this one I use all the time. I love this one. I think I got this in a FabFitFun video that was a sponsored video. This is Mars. I love this one. I use this all the time. Whenever I have like a peachy kind of look going on, I use this a lot because it has that little bit of a pink shift in it. It's beautiful. Definitely keeping that. This is something, again, I forgot about, but I really like this a lot. This is the brand called Collab. I heard that they weren't doing so well, which makes me really sad because this was a really, really nice collection of products, and I really hope that those sales pick up for it because it's very, very good. This is called The Filter, and it's a highlighting liquid in Pearlosity, and it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's probably my favorite liquid highlighter of all time. I'm going to go ahead and keep that. Cargo Medium Bronzer. I don't remember the last time I went to reach for this. I'm passing that on. This is another thing. I think this was gifted to me. I really haven't used used it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass it on. I don't use it. It's very, very warm. Fenty Beauty. Oh, this isn't going anywhere. This is Girl Next Door and Chic Freak. I don't know why I had this in my highlighter drawer. It's more of a blush, but this is definitely staying. I love this. This is something I haven't used in a while, and I think it's old, and because it's a cream product, I might have to throw it away. This is the ColourPop Contour Stick in New Renaissance. I don't think I even liked it that much, if I remember right. Yeah, I'm gonna throw this away. I think that's not a good one to pass on. Essence Glow to Go. I actually kind of like this, especially for the price point. I haven't used it a whole lot, so this is something I definitely want to keep and use just a little bit more. I purchased this from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. This is the Liquid Frost in the shade Ice Cream Bling. It's a little weird. I'm not sure if I 100% like it. I'm still kind of trying to decide, so I'm going to keep it a little bit longer, but if I end up deciding it's just too weird for me, like what I mean by weird is it gives like a really strange finish onto the skin. It's really glowy, and it just kind of looks almost alien-like when I put it on my skin. I can see that working really well for someone that likes more glitter in their highlighter than I do. It's a little weird, but I'm gonna keep it a little longer and play with it a little bit more. This is one of my favorite highlight palettes of all time, if not my favorite highlight palette of all time. This is by Tarte. This is their Skin Twinkle Volume 2, which sounds less than awesome, but it's really good. I love all of the shades here. I don't use Candlelight as much because it's a little bit darker, but I really do love that. Let's see, Bahama Mama. This is definitely too old to pass on. I'm gonna go ahead and keep Bahama Mama. I do use that occasionally. Okay, this one I rediscovered. This is very, very old. This is from a Burberry set that I got. I think it was a holiday a long time ago, and this is their bronzer in Light Glow. And I actually have been using this more lately because I recently found it, and I still really love this a lot. I remember I got something from Burberry. It felt so fancy. all the marketing. But I do really like it, so I'm going to keep it. I remember when these came out from the Balm, and I was so excited for them, and they're just okay, these liquid highlighters. This is the Bonnie Duminizer. I never use this. I'm getting rid of it. All right, e.l.f. This is the Illuminating Palette. I kind of like it, but I like some stuff so much better than this. It's very subtle, and I don't go for that all that often, and I do have a go-to one that I'm going to show you that I use all the time for a more subtle highlight. These just kind of get lost. Lasting power isn't great. I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. This I'm pretty sure I got in a subscription box. This is by Pretty Vulgar. This is Bronzed Bee Sun-Kissed Snitch. And I never use this. I'm passing it on. This is the one I was just talking about that I use when I need something that's very subtle. I still use this quite often, especially if I'm not filming and I'm just going out somewhere and I just want to wear some makeup that day. I'll usually use this because I, glow into the gods in my everyday. Sometimes I'm in the mood and sometimes I'm just not. And this is for when I'm just not. So I'm keeping that. Cargo Bronze. I haven't reached for this, and I don't even know. I don't even remember this product, so I'm going to get rid of it. This is a Jouer product. This one, I'm pretty sure I got in a subscription box. I've barely used it. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on. Tardist Pro Glow. I don't like the cream product in here at all. I don't like, it's awful. And this powder gets in it, it gets all chunky. I hate it, but I really like the powders in here, so I'm gonna keep that. We're making some progress, All right, let's go into more Ofra stuff. I really love this one. If you're looking to try some Ofra, I definitely recommend the pans that have more than one shade so you can try a bunch of shades. I like using brushes like this with this highlighter because you can really just get in one shade if you want, or you can kind of swipe two together and kind of figure out a look. I love the placement of these and the color selection of them because you really can go boop, 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 and get two of them and make a completely different shade. I highly recommend this one in Beverly Hills, especially if you don't own any Ofra highlighters and you want to get a mix of colors. This is wonderful. I got this for collecting purposes. I used to collect the balm and I don't anymore. So yeah, I don't need this anymore. I never used it. I'm getting rid of it. This is something I never liked, and I don't know why I still have it. This is the Cameo Contour by Pure. I just don't like it. And it's a cream product. I get hesitant to pass on cream products like this. I'm gonna throw it away because it's a cream product. It's touched my skin. I don't feel comfortable with that. Oh my gosh, the classic Alchemist Highlight Palette by Kat Von D. I am going to keep this. I reach for this every once in a while. I think, it might look cool to have a little bit of a iridescent look to something that I'm doing. Sometimes I'll tap these onto my lips, things like that, or tap it across an eyeshadow look, and it looks really pretty, so I'm definitely going to keep that. I don't know why I have this or what this is. Okay, here we go. There is a sticker on here. It says what does it say? Oh, it's an illuminating liquid highlighter. I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm just gonna pass it on. This was sent to me by Milk Makeup. I did pass on the other ones. This is in the shade Lit. I do really like this. I ended up just keeping the one just to have one of that formula, and it's very nice. It's very glowy, very, very glowy. I'm gonna keep that. This was from the new Ofra Madison Miller collection. This is in the shade Moon Dance. It's very similar to a bunch of other things that I own, but I still really like it, so I'm just gonna keep it. Cindy Lou, I never really liked Cindy Lou. I really thought I would like Cindy Lou and I would like Betty Lou as much as Mary Lou, but I just don't. I don't think it looks great on my skin. It's fine, but I'm just gonna go ahead and pass it on. Another Makeup Geek highlighter. This one is in the shade Midnight Sun, and it's a little bit dark for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass that on. Midnight Sun, no, that's not the right song. All right, moving on. I love this. I've had this for years. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. This is another one where I spent way too much money on it for what it is. I do use this as a subtle highlight. I know you can put it all over the face for glow, but I just use it as a subtle highlight, similar to the one that I showed you a little while ago from Essence. But I do still use it. I still like it, so I'm keeping it. I don't know what this is. I think this was in the wrong drawer. This says Cooling Water by Milk Makeup, and it looks brand new. I think I might have used it. Look, it looks like I used a little bit, but I'm pretty sure this is almost brand new. I think I'm gonna wipe this off and then pass it to a friend. I have to look at the ingredients first and see if I approve to pass it along to a friend. But I'm not really sure what that was doing in there. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is a Ciate bronzer. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot I had this. I was like loving this when I first got it. It's a beautiful shade on my skin tone. This one is in the shade Palm Island and goes on nice and subtle, really easy to build. Love this. This is a Tarte highlighter in Spellbound Glow. I'm never gonna use that. I think I got this in one of those Tarte build your own kit things and I never used it. And I don't know why I even got it. I think because it looks pretty in the pan. It was an impulse buy. Not very smart. I'm passing it on. I actually got this from a friend who got it for free, and I really like this. This is the Avon True Color Contour and Highlight Stick. I really like this. It is a beautiful, cool toned shade. It's very easy to blend. I'm going to keep that. Milani. Okay, this is in Strobe Light, and this is shade number 2. I love Milani highlighters. I passed on quite a bit of them just because I only don't need a whole bunch of them, but I do really like this formula, so I did keep it, and I'm going to continue to keep this. This is something I haven't used in forever, and I think that it's really old, so I'm actually gonna throw this away. This is Sunbeam by Benefit. I haven't used it, and it's old. This is another thing I haven't used in forever, and let me see. Smells fine. I think I'm gonna see if anybody that I know wants this, but if nobody wants it, I'll probably just throw it in the trash. It's just a very subtle, kind of colored, a little bit of a glow look on the skin. It's fine, but I just don't use it, and I'm pretty sure I purchased that. Julep. Oh, I'm so sad Julep isn't doing very well right now. They're such a great company. They have such great products, makeup products, nail products. This is the shade Sheer Glow, and I never reach for this, but it's really, really good. So I'm gonna see if anybody wants to have this. If not, I'll just throw it away. Why do I want to save all the Ofra highlighters? I don't know, but I just feel the need. This one's Pillow Talk. I already know. I don't even need to flip it over. But I love this. It's really pretty. And then this one is All of the Lights. And this is another one of those ones that has a lot of different shades in it. And I can't stop with these. I got to save all the Ofra ones. I can't bear to get rid of them. This was sent to me by Revolution. It is a hot mess of a product, but it works really well. I don't like messy products like this, especially for highlight. It's really hard to get the right amount of highlight in this kind of format, so I'm gonna pass it on, let someone else make a mess of it. This is the Anastasia Liquid Glow, and I did purchase this, and I haven't used it. So I'm going to move that to the front of my drawer, and I'm going to use it more. I think I got this in a subscription box, Cover FX. This is in Sunlight. Let me look at the shade here. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, okay, this was gifted to me by Inglot. This is a highlighter that I will probably never use. I could probably use it as an eyeshadow, but I'd rather just pass it on to somebody that'll use it more than me. Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. This is a really nice highlighting powder. This is a very nice highlighting powder. I use it kind of like a blush topper, like a product I talked about earlier. I'm definitely keeping that. And the Wet n Wild Gold Bar. I love this product. Definitely keeping that. This is the Juvia's Place Royalty 2. This is a loose highlighter. Now, the difference between this this and the Revolution is that this is in a place where the product gets captured in the top here and much easier to use. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that. It's a beautiful highlighter. This Cover FX one I am going to pass on. I don't need iridescent cheeks. That's just not me. I'm passing it on. These are the Juvia's Place contour sticks, contour highlight stick things that they just came out with. These were the shades that worked best for me. Even though Guinea is a little bit warm for me, I do like to use this kind of as a bronzer to kind of bronze up different parts of my face. So I'm gonna keep that. And then Luxor is the one that I use for my concealer shade. And I like both of these, I'm keeping them. And then finally, Rituel de Fille. This was gifted to me and I do really, really like this. This is a pricey product. This is in the shade Phosphine. Phosphine, okay, sure. And it is very, very pretty. Oh, wait, is it dried out? Oh no, no, I just gotta break through the top. Break it through. I made it, okay. Oh, it's not even showing up anymore. I think I let it die. Why did I let it die? I don't know, it's showing up. I'm gonna keep it a little longer, but this is probably on its way out. So for highlighters and bronzers, I have trashed 3 products. I am decluttering 28 products, and I am keeping 53 products. That's still insane, but I'm keeping them. All right, part 2. Okay, here we go. Model Co blush. This, I actually really, really like this blush. I got this years ago in a subscription box. I love that. I'm keeping that. This is so old. This was a haul. I did an Everyday Minerals haul, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago. And I love this. You can't tell because it was such a huge product. I don't even think this brand even exists anymore. Everyday Minerals Girl Friday. I'm not gonna, it's like the same stinking shade as the last one. Like, you can tell what colors I like. I like these mauve colors. But this was at the bottom of my drawer. I haven't used it in forever. Okay, I'm not ready to let it go. I just need to make sure that the lid's on right because I will spill it everywhere. Okay, this was MAC Limited Edition Holiday. I got this because everybody was hyping it up back when MAC collections were exciting. This is Nutcracker Sweet. This is in the Peach Face Compact. So I think I'm gonna keep this for sentimental reasons. I can see I've barely even used it. Barely even used that. That's really sad. Original Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Heather Silk. This is really old. I don't know, man. It's really old and it's really dark and really pigmented. I think it's too old to pass on. If it wasn't so old, I would keep it and give it to somebody. Oh my gosh, this is Kardashian Beauty. Pre-KKW, pre-Kylie Cosmetics. Oh my gosh, this is so old. But I actually really like it, so I'm gonna keep it. This is the Sleek Makeup Palette. Somebody had told me I should try Sleek Makeup. I like it, it's pretty nice. If I'm gonna keep that stuff, I should probably get rid of something like this. This NARS palette, I remember purchasing this and again feeling quite fancy that I got it. This is called Virtual Domination. I used it a little bit, but honestly, like a lot of these colors I don't really use. This one's getting hard pan a little on it. I'm gonna pass it on, see if anybody could use it. This Becca palette, oh man, so this is called Blushed with Light. I'm gonna keep that. I like those colors. This I do really love. This is in the shade Fervor. This is called a dual intensity blush. Really, really like this. I'm gonna keep that. This Makeup Revolution blush, I've decided I don't like pink blushes, so I'm going to get rid of that. This is the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted blush. This one smells like peaches. I'm gonna keep that. Okay, City Color Be Matte blush. It's kind of bright. I don't really use it. I'm gonna get rid of it. Cargo, oh, I remember, I love this one. This one is in Los Cabos. I love this blush. It got lost in my collection. I'm keeping it. Little Mini Frat Boy, I don't need that. I don't need that, I'm passing. Oh, full-size Frat Boy. Let's keep full-size Frat Boy. That's a pretty color. I mean, it's like it's the same shades over and over again. I'm keeping it anyway. All right, Benefits California. I love that. I'm definitely keeping that. It's such a beautiful, it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's beautiful. This NYX blush, this is in the shade Natural. I remember using this way back in the day. Am I gonna use it? It's kind of too old to pass on. I'm gonna keep it. These are the original Kat Von D blushes. These things were so good. This is one of my favorite blush formulas of all time. It got discontinued and then she released those crappy blushes that everybody hated that were pressed too hard. I definitely am keeping these Kat Von D blushes. So I have one in Bellissima and this one is in Essex. Really, really love this formula. I'm definitely keeping that. Sephora Colorful Blush in Shame on You. I don't think I've used that much and I have a million shades like this. I'm getting rid of it. This was from the Madison Miller collection. This is really new to my collection. I'm gonna go ahead and keep that and use that a little more. It Cosmetics Ombre Radiance Blush. I'm gonna go ahead and pass that on. I love this blush. This is the Essence Blush Up, and this is in the shade Heat Wave. When I need something that's just a little bit redder, a little more orange, like this is a really, really nice summer blush. I've used this quite a bit, and I really like this formula a lot. I'm keeping that. Laura Geller, whenever you can find these baked swirly formulas like the one that I showed you, the highlighter version, these are really, really good. They build up very nicely. This one's in the shade Papaya. Love this. This is another really good one by Essence. Their Mosaic Blush builds really nicely. This is All You Need Is Pink. Love that. This is my favorite cheek palette of all time. This was sent in PR. This is their blush palette, and whenever I don't know what to do for blush, I grab this, and usually I can find at least one shade in here that I will use. So if I had a very small collection, this would be something that I would be very happy to have in my collection. This is something that I could use and just throw everything else out, to be completely honest. This is something I wanted to love. This is Autumn Spice by a brand called Eldridge Organics. I was gonna do a video on products that I bought off of Etsy. This is one of them. And then I realized that I didn't like a lot of it, and I didn't want to throw Etsy brands under the bus, so I didn't ever make the video. This is a really interesting product because the only ingredients are arrowroot starch, beetroot powder, and raw cacao powder. That's it. That's what this is made out of. And it is very gritty. It is very messy, but it does work a little bit. So if you wanted something that is 100% made of food to put on your face, this might be something that you would want to try, but I'm going to go ahead and pass it on. All of the Balm's In-Stain blushes. I know I heard from my subscribers, I haven't looked myself, that the In-Stain blushes are coming back. This is one of my favorite formulas of all time, the Kat Von D original formula, and these are fabulous. They're wonderful. I use them all interchangeably. The one I use probably the least is this pink one, just because of the shade. It's in Argyle, but I'm keeping all of them. This one's Pinstripe, this one is Swiss Dot, and then this one is Houndstooth. Love all of those. Okay, Bobbi Brown. This is just says cheek palette. Okay. And I probably will not use that. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on. I don't really like those bright pink shades. This is really, really, really old. I think I used this in my Prancer size video that I made. I think I did back when I lived at my old house and I put on makeup as I was prancing down my front driveway. It is the stupidest video that was ever made of all time, I think, on all of YouTube. I'll take that. It was really, really stupid. So yeah, this is really old. I can't pass that on. I'm just gonna keep it. I'll probably end up decluttering that next time I declutter. Collab blush. This is a fantastic blush. Do I need the shade? No, but it really is a fantastic formula, and I'm sad I don't wanna get rid of it because I'm scared collab's going away forever. And it's like, no, you can't go away. But this is really nice. This is in the shade Just for Fun. It's a fabulous blush. Another old Wet n Wild blush. This is really old, and I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna get rid of it, throw it away. Milk Makeup Blush Stick. This one is in Perk. It is beautiful. I got this upon recommendation from you all on Twitter, so I am going to keep that. I really love it. This is Dandelion by Benefit. It is very, very subtle on me. I like it. Am I actually going to use it? Probably not. Should I keep it for duping purposes? Can I make an excuse to keep it? I'm going to make an excuse to keep it. All right, Juvia's Place blushes. I did get these in PR. They're really, really bright. I think that these are definitely made for deeper skin tones, even the lighter shades. They're too pigmented for me. They're too bright. I mean, I like the colors. I don't think this was meant for me, so I'm gonna pass that on. Lorac blush. Oh, this was from, I think it was like a brunch collection or something that I bought. This is in the shade Luma. I lost this. I'm not keeping very many pink blushes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep this. This is a lighter pink, just in case I'm in the mood. I don't think I've ever used this. This was given to me by a friend. This is the Glossier Lip Cloud Paint in Beam, and I don't think I've ever used it because it got buried. How disrespectful of me. I'm gonna move that to the front. Oh, Girls Getaway Trio. This has the Balm blushes. This is really nice for travel. So I'm definitely gonna keep this because it is very easy to use for travel, to have 3 different colors with me. If I don't have room for something like this, I can take something like this. So I'm definitely keeping that. Ooh, this is very old. This is the Eve Pearl Blush Trio. I got this at my very first IMATS. It's like everything else I own. I don't need it anymore. It's too old to pass on. I'm gonna throw it away. That makes me really sad. I'm very nostalgic for this product. Because this is from my first IMATS. I don't need it. Jen, you don't need it. Get rid of it. Oh my gosh, this is something I use all the time. Someone gifted me this product and it came broken. So when I went back to the store, they didn't have the shade that the person had gifted me. So I ended up picking out this shade and I love it. This is the Marc Jacobs blush in Night Fever and Hot Stuff. It is a little bit too pigmented, but if I go in with the light hand, I can make it work. I love it. This is another one that I love and I reach for all the time. This is by Laura Geller. This is her baked blush in Ethereal Rose. It is beautiful. Again, so much like so many of the colors that I already am keeping, but I love this one. I love this one too. This is the Too Faced Papa Don't Peach blush. Love this thing. It's beautiful, keeping it. No question about it, definitely keeping Luminoso. I'm not doing very well with my decluttering. I'm keeping Luminoso. Why would I get rid of Luminoso? Like, no, I'm not getting rid of that. Okay, this Posy tint. I don't use these by Benefit. I never use them. I'm getting rid of that. This is something I don't think I've ever used. Alouette Face Paint, Lip and Cheek Tint. Let's see what it does. Oh. What is happening? Looks a little too intense. I could probably blend it out and make it work. It's a little too intense. I'm gonna see if someone else will love that more than I do. I don't think this is super old. This is by, ooh, that's not looking so good. No, this is by Pure. This is the Cheek Stain in Cabernet. No, unfortunately, that's gonna have to go in the trash. All right, Kiko. A bunch of people are telling me to get some Kiko products. I was gonna do a full review, never did. This one is very, very nice. I really like this blush. Again, pretty much the exact same color. Oh my gosh, I'm such a mess. I'm such a mess. Okay, this one is in 111, I guess is the color shade of that. I'm gonna keep it, I guess. A baby NARS blush in Gulu. I don't know. You probably know. All the NARS fans are going to come after me that I don't know how to say that, but it is what it is. Honestly, like, it's very pretty. How many shades do I need like this? I'm never going to find it. It's too small. I'm not going to find it in my collection. I'm going to reach for one of these other ones instead, and I need to pass some stuff along. I'm getting rid of that. Oh, Tarte's Tipsy. I knew what that was as soon as I grabbed for it. These things get hard pan. They dry out. I don't know what is happening with my Tarte blushes. I'm gonna have to throw this away. This is old, and it doesn't work anymore. It's hard to get the color off. Oh my gosh, my Lipstick Queen Frog Prince blush. Oh, it changes to pink when you put it on. Don't let them tell you that it changes to your personal pH because that's BS, but it does change with heat. So this is a really great blush. It looks kind of grody, but it's just because of the color changing thing. It's a little bit old for a cream product. Oh no, it's starting to smell. No, I'm so sad. I have to throw it away. It smells bad. No, and I just put it on my hand. Fabulous. I'm gonna go wash my hand. I'll be right back. All right, Laura Geller blush. I said that these were amazing. Wait, look at this. What? They're the same. They're the exact stinking same. I have two of these and I had no idea. That is bad. That is really bad. Well, I guess one's getting decluttered. Oh, Love Struck by J Cat Beauty. I remember getting this and I love this. This is so pretty. And it's like a nice, soft, very subtle pink. I'm keeping that. Kevin Aquan. This is Trezabel Deep Peach. It does not smell bad. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. It'll probably get decluttered next time. Becca. This is Sweet Pea. Love me some Becca Sweet Pea. Love that shade. Definitely keeping that. From Doll 10, I'm pretty sure this was gifted to me. Hydrogel in Flirt. It's a cream blush. Smells good. I'm gonna keep it just because I feel weird passing it on with my fingers being in the cream product, so I'm gonna keep that. This NYX blush, I feel like I can use the Essence for this. I used to use this as kind of my reddish tone, well, not kind of, my reddish orangish tone blush, but I don't need that because I have the one from Essence. I don't use it all that often. All right, Julep. I know it looks really dark for someone of my skin tone, but it really looks beautiful. Like, it is so pretty on the skin. It can blend out even better than that. It's beautiful. I'm keeping that. Makeup Geek blush in XOXO. This is really bright. I think I'm gonna pass that on. Makeup Forever blush in 225. There it is. It's a cream blush. Doesn't smell bad. It's really pretty. I'm gonna keep it. ColourPop Super Shock Cheek. Let's see if this is any good. Oh my gosh, look. You know it's old when it's cracked and falling out of the pan. This is going in the trash, unfortunately. Okay, here's another ColourPop Super Shock. This is in the shade Holiday. Yeah. The whole product just popped out. Trash. This is one I actually might be able to recycle because I think I can clean this one pretty well. I'll probably recycle that one. All right, Laura Mercier Pink Mosaic. This is so old. This was like my staple blush like 5 years ago. Doesn't smell bad or anything. It's really old. I'm still gonna keep it. Is that bad? It's bad, but I'm keeping it anyway. I don't care. Some of these Tarte blushes, I have a lot of these little ones. I used to buy those holiday sets where you can get little Tarte blushes. Get a bunch of them. I've got, let's see, this is Blissful, Epic, Quirky, Ecstatic, and Entertain. I'm probably just gonna pass all these on. I mean, it's just one of those things where I know I'm not gonna reach for these. Like these, I have no emotional attachment. This one's definitely too bright. That one's definitely going. Yeah. I'm like holding on to these because I might keep these too. Oh, that one's kind of nice too. That looks almost the same though. It's like, okay, I'm going to pass on the one that looks newer, and I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to pass this one on. Okay, so I ended up keeping, of all of them, I kept Ecstatic. All the rest went. This one is in Party. I just put this one in my favorites and fails last month. Definitely keeping that. Another Tarte blush. This one is Embellish. I'm just going to go ahead and pass that one on. It looks pretty new, and I don't need it. Hot Mama by The Balm. I'm going to keep Hot Mama. I like Hot Mama. This is Absolute New York. I'm pretty sure I got this in an Ipsy event. It doesn't smell bad or anything. I'm pretty sure it's relatively new. I'm going to pass that on. This is really old, Tint and Sass, and this is by Elizabeth Mott. I'm pretty sure I got this in the subscription box. This is probably too old to pass along, and it's a liquid. I'm getting rid of it. Bobbi Brown. This is Blushed Rose by Bobbi Brown. It doesn't smell bad. It looks pretty, so I'm going to keep that. This looks way too bright for me. This is Bare Minerals Pop of Passion. It's a cream. It's barely used. I'm pretty sure this is relatively new. This is in Petal Passion. I'm going to pass that on. This is a little baby sample from Addictive Cosmetics that they sent, I believe. Or maybe I bought, I don't know. I don't know where I got this. I'm just going to go ahead and pass it on and see if anybody wants it. Julep. Oh, this is too bright. I can tell you right away. Smells fine. And it's too bright though, so I'm gonna pass that on. Bella Pierre, I'm sure I got this in a subscription box. Mineral Blush and Autumn Glow. I'm gonna pass it on. It's kind of bronzery. I'm sure I got this in a subscription box or something. This is the Cooling Cheek Tint. I haven't really used this. I'm gonna try this. Berry Flush. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, that's interesting. That's really pretty. I'm gonna keep that. Flower Beauty blush. This is a beautiful blush. This is in the shade PB2 Peach Primrose. I'm definitely keeping that. Note Cosmetics. This looks kind of similar to this one, except it's just a little bit deeper. I'm going to go ahead and pass it on since it's so similar to the Flower Beauty one. Model Co. This is really old. I have a million shades like this. I don't need it, and it's too old to pass on, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that away. Essence Satin Touch Blush. This is a beautiful shade, and it got lost almost immediately after I bought it, so I'm going to keep that. Little mini In-Stain Blush. I don't need that. I'm going to go ahead and pass that on. Julep. Okay, this one is in Desert Rose. This is beautiful on me. I'm keeping that. This one is a highlighter, peach highlighter. Beautiful. Keeping that. Oh my goodness, this does not look good. What is happening? Ooh, sponge. It doesn't smell bad. I don't know. I think this was gifted to me as well. I'm going to keep it a little longer and give it a shot just so I can get familiar with the formula, but I'm definitely not using the sponge because I don't know how old that sponge is. I don't know. Okay, Essence Silky Touch Blush in Adorable. This is really cute. I'm not sure the age of this. I'm just going to... Woo! Don't break it. Oh, no, I didn't break it. Woo! I didn't break it, so I'm going to just keep that. I don't know why I'm keeping it. Why am I keeping it? Do I really need this? You don't need it. I don't think it's that old. I think I could pass it on. Okay, Bare Minerals. And this is Enchanted Beauty. I got this in a Bare Minerals mystery box, and I really, really liked it. But it's a mess, so I'm going to pass it on because it's too messy. Mineral blushes in these pots are just, they're messy. And then finally, we have, Talia Mar Highlighter in Solo. I don't know how that got in here, but I love this. I wore this a couple days ago, and it's fab, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that. And one more. Almost got away. Cha Cha Tint by Benefit. I don't use these. I'm getting rid of it. Okay, so we are throwing away 12 products. We're decluttering 30 products, and we are keeping 52. products, 52. Oh my gosh. One thing I didn't mention in this video that I mentioned in the last one is that I had a huge purchasing problem for a few years, and I'm still kind of feeling the effects of that. And the past 2 years have been a lot more conscious about how much I'm buying and not buying things that I just don't need and things that I'm never going to review for you. I've been much better at it. So I'm hoping that these declutters in the future will not be as excessive as this particular series. Hopefully this is the last time that it will be this huge, because I feel like I'm doing much better with my purchasing. That's the point. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, definitely make sure you subscribe before you go. But if you want to hang out a little bit longer, YouTube should be recommending a video for you somewhere. I don't know which part of the screen. I have no idea. But YouTube should be recommending a video for you if you want to hang out a little bit longer. But if this is your time to go, thank you for hanging out as long as you did. Definitely leave your thoughts on my decluttering down below. And mad love to you, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye!